Welcome to Full Sail University's Game Pitch by John Homeyer. The game pitch was of a game called Demon Hunter. Here is the main menu for the game. As you see, it has a start menu, or the start button. It has a continue to pick up from the last save point. Has an options, has credits, and an exit to exit the menu of the game. The game story. A demonic outbreak has fallen upon the city you live in. A sword has fallen from the sky and landed at your feet. When you grab it, a light shines bright, and you sense a calling to destroy the demons and save your city from despair. Opening cutscene. Starts with the buildings, trees, bright sunny day. Then all of a sudden a storm cloud comes upon, lightning striking down on the buildings and the trees. Fire erupts and burns as a demon appears. Your character then sees the demon coming towards him, looking to destroy not only him but the city he lives in. The player looks to the sky and sees this sword fall from the heavens. It lands at his feet. He reaches for it, holds it up into the air, and voila, he has the sense that he needs to go and destroy the demons that's been plaguing his city. This is the sample prototype of squares and circles that we based the game off of. The representation of the symbols. The blue circle is the player, which will be the demon hunter. The green triangles are represented by the trees. The black kind of checkered squares are the city buildings, and the yellow squares floating around the prototype will be the demons. Your player can move with the arrow keys or analog stick if you're using a controller. The player can move up, down, left, or right. The player has a slash ability by pressing the A button. The wall spaces around the outer rim of the level are teleport spots that will teleport the player from one side of the city to another side. And the object is to slay the demons before they destroy the city. Hit counters. The buildings have 5 hit points each. Trees have a hit point of 3 hit points. Demons do 1 hit point per encounter with a tree or building. So every time a demon hits a building, it will lose 1 of its hit points. When the building is down to 0 hit points, it will be destroyed. The object is to destroy the demons before it destroys the city. Here's the heads-up display. Here we have, in the top corner, is the amount of demons you have destroyed, represented into the 6-point star with the representation of 01 in the top left-hand corner. The top right-hand corner is a representation of what is left in the world. So the squares are supposed to represent the building, which indicates 9 buildings are remaining. The tree represents how many trees are remaining. The bottom right hand corner has the sword and represents what button you can press to activate the sword. The bottom left hand corners are 3 health points for your actual character. When your health points are gone, you are dead and the game would be over. Here's the actual game display model with the aesthetics that I wanted to use. Actual display of buildings with windows, kind of like skyscrapers. You have the trees that will be in between a thing. Now the player will be blocked by the trees and the buildings, but the demons can go through them. Every time a demon goes through one is the hit point that the building or tree takes and will lose the life. Again, here's a display of my HUD as well in game mode. Additional content I plan on adding would be multiple levels, increasing the number of buildings and trees to protect, as well as increased number of demons. Special item drops, Savior's Call. The player would pick up this Savior's Call. A lightning strike would be called upon from the sword that will destroy all demons on the map. Would be a quick way for the player to maybe escape some trouble if they're starting to fall behind. Holy Shield would be like an indestructible barrier around your player for a set period of time, so he can basically just run up to the demons, knock them out of the park without risk of being killed. And here's a sample gameplay of the prototype. So again, the blue guy is going to be your demon hunter on the board. The yellow squares are going to be represented by demons. As you can see, they fly around the thing. In this example, they bounce off the buildings, which would then do hit points, as well as when they hit the trees. Some sample music again in the background will be playing. And your player pull out his sword and go after the demons. And go through. The player down here will be able to teleport. If he were to go through here, he would teleport from the beginning top of the map. The basic idea is to destroy the demons before they destroy your whole city. And that is the tutorial gameplay for this session. And again, aesthetically, the idea is to destroy all the demons here. The prototype, they just bounce off. And that concludes my video on my game pitch for Demon Hunter. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed.